Let me open this garbage. Watch. 7 minutes. Trolling me, man.
Hello.
Yo.
You gonna share that screen or?
I am, man. I am. I told you to call me, but I'm calling you.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
I figure out how to fucking do this. 1 second. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess window capture.
Yeah.
There's window. Okay.
I'm making you work for this one, though.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just think it's the easiest way to do it, because otherwise, like, we might both be looking at different parts of the screen, and I have to tell you, like, oh, no, look here, and tell you to pause and stuff, so.
Uh-huh. Fuck, that doesn't look right. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
We
Got
good?
it.
Okay. Are you good too, or?
Yep.
Okay. What do you think went wrong with these games?
His mutas were too strong. Like, I was timing out my turrets better.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about shit with Red. I watched what you and Hawk were saying for some of the games. It hurt too much to watch all of them, but
Yeah.
I was trying to zone better out front, like not overcommit my Marines on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I was timing out my turrets actually much more correctly, like when I start them and doing just a few and then adding over time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had like a whole bunch of shit I was gonna change, but I just fucking died to the mutas like instantly every game.
Yeah, I saw.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? You kept your eyes open that long?
Well, you asked me to watch, so I did watch.
Well, I thought it wouldn't be that bad. It was like the fucking Radeon game made me want to actually just fucking dig a hole and climb into it and have someone cover it up.
I mean, I've been there.
The Radeon game, man. I
Yeah.
already knew what was going to happen. Like when I started going towards his natural, I'm like, he's going to come out, harass my bio for a second, and then fly right back in, and my turrets won't be there, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
And it happened exactly like that. And I felt it was going to happen the entire fucking time too.
Okay, this is good.
And obviously, this game, like, I didn't multitask correctly. I should have gotten my
I think this
turrets
was
going quicker or blocked the hole.
when you saw this, what did you think it was?
I honestly don't even remember. Oh yeah, no, I saw the Lings coming with my SCV.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because your response is going to be the same. But what do you think Zerg's doing? Like, what kind of opening was this?
Oh, quicker layer. But I check the gas just to make sure, because if you play someone like Julian who's fucking brain damaged, then it's going to be an expansion.
It's actually,
like double expand.
This was overpull, right? Yeah. This gas is so fast.
Yeah.
No, this is actually so this might in your brain like this might register as like a faster spire timing, but it's not.
Is it not?
No, the only faster, because if you think about it, your gas is after pull and hatch. Anyway, whether it's hatch pull gas, pull hatch gas, it's the same. And here, I mean, he has to make things before the gas. The only time
what build is the 235?
12 pull. And with that, they don't make links. But anyway.
Oh, okay.
So this is over.
I look at if they get gas with early pool, I just always kind of assume that it's the like.
No, you don't actually have to change anything about your build.
Okay.
So right now,
when I got there, he was already mining gas, so I'm like, oh, that's really fast.
Yeah, but if you, what time is the normal layer timing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you see this, you should feel pretty good. What's your plan when you deal with pull first, like overpull or something?
If I do pull first, I go Raxacad.
Okay, that's standard. But okay, so you should always get a third depot first, because you want to
Well, I
keep.
figured because I had the wall, there was no need.
Yeah, but if you
But
keep making marines, you can pressure the Zerg because they're on one hatch production for a long time. And they're on very few drones. Like the standard response against overpull is to just go 3 depot and you push out 5-6 marines.
okay.
And if you're gonna do this, like if you skip the depot and idle your racks, you might as well just go 2 racks.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea behind going 1 racks academy as opposed to 2 racks academy is that you keep making marines off your first racks. But if you're not making marines off your first racks, then you might as well get the second racks.
Well, you were telling me to fucking not go 3 Depot Academy, so I think that was stuck in my head.
3
Because
depot.
normally, my normal Rax Academy builds, I do make the Marines more steadily.
I mean, this is okay. Like, in any case, you should always 3 depot here. Like, I would have basically pushed out on 5-6 marines and at least, you know, just made my presence shown. And then, I mean, he already gets a creep colony, so it's like he's trolling a bit. Against Siki, he actually does these counterattacks a lot. And I mean, here, like, why do we have 3 medics?
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Because I'm bad.
No, but like, well, we want to.
You should make more medics.
We want to win against these players, right? So we have to fix the mistakes, right? Everything counts. This kind of move is like good. I mean, it worked out for you, so.
Well, I didn't start my turrets quickly enough at my Raxes.
Turrets. Yeah, this is like, so realistically, the turrets at your nat, given these positions, this should be the last place you turret, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This should be the first place you turret, right? Because I mean, he's going this way.
Yeah. I have like an old thing in my head about I can't pull SCVs off gas to build shit. It's like I've been trying to break that lately. Because like getting those 2 SCVs out specifically, I drilled them in shit, and I was like, oh, this is going to be too late now. Like, as I was sending them up, I was like, this is too late. The mutas are going to be here and fuck me.
Yeah, not much to say about that game.
Should have just pulled off the gas.
Oh, sorry. It's going to potentially close the Discord stream when I close the game, so I don't know if it fucks your... I didn't think about that. I don't know if it fucks your... Okay. That one was whatever. But you should 3 depot there for sure. I mean, that one was just to make your turrets on time, right? If you're, like, especially, basically when you push out with 2 racks, when you commit to a sunk bus like that, and you're trading your first marines for, like, their econ, you're obviously going to be in a defensive position. And Zerg can't, like, Zerg's, he has a limited amount of mutalisks, right? Because he's not mining. And then his eco should be pretty fucked. So if he keeps making mutas, he's going to be all in. So you overcompensate by making more turrets. And in that situation, making a lot of turrets like you were doing is okay because you're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And the whole point is if your first group actually traded well, then you're ahead, and if they didn't, then you're dead. But when you go for those types of busts, it is a bit high variance, right? Instead of just kind of sitting. Okay, we're mining that's yeah. I saw that. I'm like, that's kind of smart. That's kind of smart.
Oh yeah, on this map you should always just mine all of them.
Yeah.
because they can't block with lurk regs when they're
Yeah,
morphing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah.
actually gotten a lot of random free wins off that shit.
Okay, why are we getting a gas here?
Why am I getting a gas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went into autopilot suddenly. This was not like my plan going into today, but it was like cross spawn as well,
Yeah.
so I didn't care as much about not going two racks just because
But
it's so hard to pressure
so
cross spawn.
so why? Like to get an academy?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm an academy boy. I want my range upgrade.
No, that's not important. What's important from the two racks is like if you're gonna do this, just get an eBay.
Mm.
Like I don't know how else to stress this, but like if you're going like one rack, so the idea of getting an academy fast to finish your range is not good. It's just
Yeah,
not good.
that's kind of been my I play against a lot of cheesy zergs in lag. That's been my kind of fallback. Don't die to cheese build on the ladder.
Yeah, but don't do this. It's bad. Like so, I'll explain to you why. The point of two rack. So the thing is in general, the way you play two racks, even from when I was watching yesterday, it's to like the point of two racks is at muta timing, you basically have 10 marines and 2 medics at your front. Then you rally 2 more medics. You should have 4 medics, 10 marines, and 3 racks. And on that timing, Zerg only has 5 mutas usually because they go 5 muta plus 1. Sometimes they have 6 if they, let's say, delay. And Siki does this. He delays his third, which is not good to do. But he generally, Zerg opens 5 mutas. It's kind of very rare that they open 6 or 7. Like 6 might be the maximum. 7 is like if they in-base hatch and then they don't get sunks, etc. With that number of mutalisks, you don't care if you have range or not. They can't fight you because you have 10 marines. You just stim and run at them. That's the whole point. And by the time they get 7 marines, then your range finishes. So like you're optimizing for range timing, but that extra increment of like finishing it isn't actually impacting your games. Because the concept is to the two racks concept as opposed to, so you have 2 options, right? eBay or two racks, really. The two racks has at the muta timing, eBay like +1 4 racks build, you basically have more or less 5, 6 marines and 3 medics. No range done, but +1 in range almost done. When mutas come, 2 racks you have 10 marines. You have like twice the amount of units. Meaning you can actually fight the first mutas. But if you sit outside your base with just 5 marines into 5 mutas plus, let's say, 6 lings, that's the standard. They're just going to come in and slam your first group, and then you're down tempo. That's why +1 4 racks, you always see stuff like a bunker, and then they just idle their marines inside the base until the 4 racks kicks in and the upgrades kick in, and then they push out after like a certain muta rotation. Like if the mutas show here, they defend the mutas run away, then they push out and take this position. But when you're two racksing, the whole point is to, you already have tempo because Zerg only has possible 5, 6, 7 muta. You'll have 10 marines, 2 medics, then 4 medics, then like 13 marines, 14 marines with the 3 racks. And that fights really well. Like you don't have +1, but you have way more units way earlier, right? So that's the whole concept. But you're playing 2 racks, and even worse, this academy, which basically eats into your marine count. So like the whole concept of getting like 10 marines out by the time the mutas are out is out the toilet because we got this academy instead. And the range doesn't matter because you don't have the marine count anyway at the time that it matters, basically. And instead, so like I saw, what you do is you'll 2 racks in a build that's essentially tempo driven or like aggressive in nature. You just go and defend instead. And like when you're +1 4 racks, that's okay because you have 4 racks production suddenly. And you have +1 weapons on your marines, which is a massive upgrade. But when you're 2 racks, you defend, and then you get into a game state that a 4 racks player would have the same amount of marines as you, except they have a 4th racks and a +1. You just have 3 racks. And then you only have 2 medics because we're not even making the 3 and 4 medics. And then that's why we're getting railed by mutas every single game. So like,
okay,
this is basically what I'm trying to, like, this is the main concept I'm trying to show you. Like, so we're here. This bunker is completely worthless. Like, if we... So you more or less have, like, a decent amount... So you could have 10 Marines at this point. And if you look at... Well, maybe not at this point, but once the mutas hatch. So Zerg, this is the standard opener. They need to get +1, right? Because actually the mutas timing revolves around this. So once they hit +1, then they can actually pressure your turrets. Before that, it's really inefficient for them. And then also, once they hit +1, their 11 mutas can, like, really fight your marine ball, right? Because it just does so much fucking damage. So, meaning that usually they can only really afford 5 mutas. If they get 6 mutas plus sunk, like, they can't have, let's say, 2 sunks, 3 hatch, and 6 muta and +1. Does that make sense? So,
yeah.
More often than not, this will be the setup, 5 mutas. So, like, imagine the 5 mutas are coming towards your base, which is what's happening now. Mm-hmm. How many turrets do you need here?
2 to 3.
No, you don't need 3. You need 2. 3 is really against 5 mutas.
Yeah, no, I know, but the thing is, like, the more mutas start floating in.
Yes, but so... right now, like, okay,
yeah,
this is the difference between playing someone like Siki and Rhett versus a random ladder monkey.
Mm-hmm.
You want the marginal advantages. This is how you have to think about it. Like, it's all right now. You only need 2 turrets. You need 2 turrets here because it's hard to, like, if you have just 1 turret, they can ignore it, and even with 5 mutas, they can start harassing your SCVs. Here, you only need 1 turret because you can just cover it with your Marines. Here, you only need 1 turret as well because it's easy for the Marines to access. But you don't even need this turret here because your Marines should be here.
Mm-hmm.
And then if the mutas, like, essentially, you should have 10 Marines here, 2 medics, 2 more medics coming. So 4 medics, 10 Marines. If the mutas go here, right, and try and harass your main base, you already have a turret. He's only going to have 5 mutas, right? Mm-hmm. That's not going to do anything. If he commits the mutas here, you're going to already be here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you're already here and he only has 1 sunk, he can't just keep harassing you. He has to come back, maybe commit more creep colonies. And you're basically, like, what you do as Terran is you keep scanning the NAT and you see when they have creep colonies, when they don't. It's that simple. But instead, we run back, we overmake turrets. This is what I mean when you overmake turrets. It's not that, like, you have to have this internal timer in your head, right? Where you're slowly adding them, but you add them way too quickly, and you're playing this aggressive opener, but you're playing defensively with it. Like, you might as well, I think you should just, honestly, if I'm looking at you, you should just +1, if you want to play like this, just go +1 4-rax. Because you can do that with +1 4-rax, but with this build, you can't. This is a pure tempo build. This is like, you really have to not waste time with it. So, you see, he comes in here with... Okay, now he has 7 mutas because he actually, like, is playing... Well, he only had to get 1 sunk and stuff. So this second turret actually works out for us. But even... The only problem with these Marines is that, again, we only have 2 medics. And these should have been 2 medics. Like...
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Like, the thing is, I haven't really discussed TVZ with anyone in years. Like,
yeah,
since, like, scan days. And back then, he never said anything about getting medics 3 and 4 that quickly. He just gave, like, a basic rule of, like, 12 Marines is 3 medics, and fucking 24 Marines is 5 medics.
Right, but...
And that was obviously, like, 4 years ago or something.
Like, if you had 4 medics with this, you probably busted.
Yeah.
And then you also wasted time, because, like, your Marines were here in the beginning, and then you walked here. Like,
yeah.
If you're already here, and the Zerg sees the Lings, the mutas aren't going to go all the way here. So, like, basically, your setup in the early game should be having Marines posted outside your NAT. You have 1 turret here, 1 turret here, 2 turrets here, and then you add a couple more as you're making Marines, let's say. And then you're just scanning the Zerg NAT, and you see how many creep colonies they have. If they have 2, you can bust. 3 and 4, you're starting to think, okay, I just need to come back into my base with my Marine Medic, because that's a huge investment from Zerg. I mean, Zerg's only on 22 drones. This is like very, very low eco. You're still ahead in supply.
Yeah.
Because he's making these stunks.
Yeah, I watching it back and thinking about what my thought process is, it actually reminds me a lot of how I used to struggle in TVP.
Yeah.
It's like I have like PTSD where it feels like my opponent can do everything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what I mean. I see it in your gameplay. Like, you're respecting, like...
It took me like a really long time to get over that in TVP, but
I mean, I remember I remember a really long time ago, I played Hawk, and I think it was on like that benzene map or something, a very long time ago. And I made like 50 turrets, and then he just only made drones. And I didn't understand. I was like, that's such bullshit. Like, I don't know how many turrets I need to make, because otherwise I'll just, I don't want to die to mutas, but if they just make drones, it just sounds like a coin flip.
Yeah.
It's not, though. You have to start understanding this concept of, like, when the Spire finishes, they can only have 5 mutas, and then they can only have 7 mutas, and then they can have 9 mutas. Like, it slowly builds up, and then what you have also matters. And in, like, all those small interactions, like pathing, like, this is why when you play a really good Zerg, like, one of the things I think that I'm not sure how much you think about, but this idea, like, really tempo in this game and pathing, like the rotations that your units take, it's really important. It's as important as the build order. Like, you need to, like, if you two-rax, you need to be here. The only time you're not here is you scan, you see he has no drones or something, or something in the early game happened, like last game, where you try to sunk bus, you do some eco damage, and then you're defending, or like some crazy shit. But in a standard game, two-rax, you're here outside your base. And then depending on where the mutas rotate, he rotates into your main. Okay, fine. You're outside your ramp now, and you're closer to his nap. Now, obviously, like cross map, generally there's a reason. Like cross map, I'll almost most of the time I'll go +1. Because cross map, it's just harder to generate the kind of pressure that you would get on these other positions, obviously. But that's what you have to think about when you open like this. And you're not doing it, so like you're just like I said, you might as well just +1 4-rax. And now we're kind of fucked, because this bust didn't work, and he got too many SCVs.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we need to go over the other game. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Thank you.
Okay. I could also play someone and tell you what I'm doing.
No, I don't think I need that right now. I'm just gonna ladder and because like, I mean, when this shit is said out loud, I get it. Like, I understand StarCraft well, but I don't play a very aggressive type of game. It takes me a long time to develop into that. Like,
the thing
I
is,
just have
like,
to work at it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But you really have to think about these very small, tight, like, the way you play is very kind of like defensive and reactive.
Yeah. That was like always my style.
Right.
For like a really long time. Like, I think my TVP I've pretty much fixed. My TVT I've pretty much fixed. And now I got to fix the TVZ.
Yeah, but TVZ is like a pure, if you're playing SK Terran like this, and especially two-rax, it's a pure tempo aggressive, like, driven. Like, you have to hit your timings. You have to hit your rotations. You have to have clean micro, clean map. Because, like, for example, to be honest, like, once Zerg gets comfortable with the matchup, it's pretty easy for them. Like, they're just, in a sense, like, they're just running a big mutaball around that, like, kills everything that is out of position, and you're trying to move a bunch of Marine Medic. And then if you get supply blocked, like, your tempo falls apart completely, because the other implicit part of the pressure you're doing is the more Marines you have, right? The more Marines that don't die, the more Marine medic, the higher the chance you can bust them before lurkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you miss depots, your pressure dies with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to be like it like you have to be like TVZ is the one matchup where okay, TVP if you don't commit to something like 5 fact, 6 fact, two base timings, like those kind of highly technical plays, you can kind of just sit there and like Protosses will more or less suicide into you. But TVZ you don't have that. You have to like start cleaning up your play and being like be really kind of not the style you usually play, I think.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think, I guess that's all I would say. Just two-rax, like, think about the sitting outside your base and then 4 Marines early. And if that really doesn't work for you, I would really recommend you to do +1 4-rax and try that.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll stay on the 3 racks and just try to play it correctly.
Okay.
Like I'll definitely go into the 4X at some point, but I don't like builds like that in general. It's like 3 fact vulture and TVT, like those types of builds. I just there's something about them that don't gel with the way I like to play. But
Uh,
yeah,
okay.
I'll be working on that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks. GG. Bye bye.
Bye.